This is Joe Biden. In May 2014, while he was serving as vice president, Biden visited Romania and delivered a speech addressed to the Romanian prime minister, judges, prosecutors, and leaders of the parliament. Here is part of that speech.
Corruption is a cancer that eats away at a citizen's faith in democracy. And most importantly, it denies the people their dignity. Corruption is just another form of tyranny.
Then, on September 29, 2015, Biden met with Romanian President Klaus Iohannis. The vice president welcomed President Iohannis's focus on anti-corruption efforts and rule of law as a means to strengthen national security and promote greater investment and economic growth. Meanwhile, Robert Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, was working for Gabriel Popoviciu, a wealthy Romanian real estate tycoon. Popoviciu was the subject of, wait for it, a high-profile corruption scheme. Popoviciu was somehow able to not only purchase the 550-acre parcel of government-owned land for a steep discount, but also use that land to build a shopping center, even though that land was designated for educational and research purposes. Here's Sam Levine of the New York Post on the matter.
He was convicted of bribery, and he was sentenced to 7 years in prison. And he was looking to have that conviction overturned. And in that effort, he enlisted Hunter Biden and a number of his business partners to sort of see what they could do on that front.
So in 2015, just 5 weeks after Biden met with the Romanian president at the White House to discuss anti-corruption efforts, Popoviciu's company, Bladen Enterprises Limited, made the first of many deposits into Robinson Walker's LLC's bank account. So who is Robert Walker and why should you care? Well, Rob Walker is an associate and business partner of Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden. And according to reporting by the New York Post, going back as far as August 2022, while Hunter was handling Popoviciu through his law firm Boyce Schiller Flexner, a person familiar with the arrangements told the Post that the president's son had a side pocket agreement directly with Popoviciu that raked in millions for himself and associates.
And this effort, millions of dollars, according to someone I spoke to who was involved in that effort, changed hands to Hunter and his cronies for that effort.
However, previous reporting that Hunter was raking in millions was anecdotal, but thanks to the efforts of the Republicans in the House Oversight Committee, there was now evidence. Significant evidence. So to reiterate, Popoviciu's company, Bladen Enterprises, transferred $179,000 to Rob Walker. Walker then transferred a third of that amount to European Energy and Infrastructure Group. EEIG was controlled by Hunter Biden's other business partner, James Gilliar, by the way. Then, a third of the money that originated from Bladen Enterprises was wired to Hunter Biden's personal account. This was repeated 2 more times in December. Notice the pattern. Money from Bladen Enterprises was deposited into Rob Walker's LLC. Within days, Walker would wire money to James Gilliar and Hunter Biden. Now, some might call that a coincidence. Others would call it sus. Then starting on February 12, 2016, instead of Hunter's personal account, that 1/3 would be deposited into Owasco PC, a professional corporation controlled by Hunter Biden. And the same would occur on February 24th, March 24th, May 23rd, July 11th, and September 22nd. In August and October 2016, money was deposited in both Owasco PC and Hunter Biden's personal account. So obvious questions include, A, for what reason was Rob Walker receiving payments from an allegedly corrupt Romanian businessman? B, why was Walker distributing 1/3 of that money to the vice president's son? And C, if Hunter Biden was legitimately providing legal services to Popoviciu, then why wasn't Popoviciu paying Hunter Biden directly? And here's where it starts to get really interesting. On September 29, 2016, Bladen Enterprises Limited wired $185,000 to Robinson Walker. A week and a half later, $41,000 was wired to Hunter Biden's Owasco PC, and a deposit of $20,000 was wired to an account belonging to someone that the House Oversight Committee refers to as an unknown Biden. Unknown Biden? Gee, I wonder who that could be. Nah, it's just a crazy conspiracy theory. In February 2017, money originating from Romania was deposited into the unknown Biden's bank account to the tune of $60,000. And this occurred in 3 separate transactions over a period of 14 days. Nothing to see here, guys. And on February 13th, 2017, money originating from Romania, $10,000 to be exact, was wired to Beau Biden's widow, Hallie Biden. So Hallie Biden is not a lawyer or even a businesswoman. She's reportedly a school counselor who was f***ing her dead husband's brother, Hunter Biden. So other than the fact that she was having an affair with her brother-in-law, it's unclear why exactly Hallie Biden would be receiving money originating from a Romanian businessman. And the whole point of this exercise is that the Romanian transactions show evidence of influence peddling and a correlation between the Biden family and their business associates' work, and then Vice President Biden's responsibilities while in office.
And his associates received from the Romanian company you identified?
So the approximate total transfers from the Romania company would have been $3.1 million to everyone.
$3.1 million.
Correction, $3.1 million that we know of. So throughout his presidential campaign and during his first term in office, Joe Biden has repeatedly denied that he's ever had even a single conversation regarding his allegedly corrupt family's business dealings.
Mr. Vice President, how many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business.
I never talked with my son or my brother or anyone else, even distant family, about their business interests, period.
However, that is increasingly not credible nor plausible.
On at least 3 different occasions when Hunter Biden was conducting business on behalf of this Romanian immediately after he was meeting with his father.
And we know about these meetings thanks to the calendar from Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop. For example, on March 29, 2016, Hunter Biden met with Hans Klem at an Afghan restaurant in DC. Hans Klem at the time was the US ambassador to Romania. The following day, Hunter Biden met with his father at the Vice President's Naval Observatory residence, where I'm sure that they didn't discuss anything related to Romania. Then, on November 15th, 2016, Hunter flew to Romania and met with officials at the National Anti-Corruption Directorate regarding Popoviciu's case. And 2 days after Hunter returned from that trip, he met with Vice President Daddy at the Naval Observatory residence, where again, they didn't talk about Hunter's business at all, I'm so sure. Nope, nothing to see here, guys. Now let's shift gears to foreign money related to Hunter Biden and his associates and the country of Kazakhstan, specifically Kenyaz Rekeshev, a Kazakhstani multimillionaire businessman with a great deal of political influence, i.e. an oligarch. Oh look, here's Rekeshev with the then Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, along with Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter. How nice. I should also mention that Rekeshev's father-in-law is Igmangali Tazmagambetov, an oligarch who in 2014 was the mayor of the capital city of Kazakhstan and reportedly the country's richest man. Must be nice. So on February 5th, 2014, Hunter Biden met with Kenyaz Rekeshev at a hotel in Washington, D.C. A week later, on February 13th, Hunter Biden's longtime business associate, Devin Archer, registered a shell company called Rosemont Seneca Bohai LLC. Probably a coincidence. On April 22, 2014, Novitas Holding, a private holding company in Singapore owned by Kenyaz Rekeshev, used a Latvian bank to wire $142,300 to Rosemont Seneca Bohai. The currency transaction report stated, for Rosemont Seneca Bohai LLC, for a car. The next day, $142,300 was transferred to Schneider Nelson Motor Company in New Jersey and was used to purchase a Porsche for Hunter Biden. And according to Joseph Ziegler, the lead IRS case agent on the Hunter Biden tax fraud investigation, from what we were told, this was paid for Hunter to build a Tesla dealership in Kazakhstan. So if this was in fact income, then Hunter Biden surely would have listed it on his tax return, right? Not so fast, because according to Joseph Ziegler, none of it was taxed. I know you're shocked. So a multimillionaire businessman from Kazakhstan wired money from a bank in Latvia through his company in Singapore to Hunter Biden's friend's company as a payment for Hunter Biden to build a Tesla dealership in Kazakhstan. And that payment, which wasn't listed as income, was instantly used to buy a Porsche. Sounds totally legit. And I should point out that in December 2014, a company linked to the CCP would announce a transnational financial agreement with Kenia's Rakashev's Kazakhstani oil company and Burisma, a Ukrainian energy company, in which Hunter Biden and Devon Archer just so happened to be board members. How convenient. But Ukraine and Burisma are subjects for another time and another video. And on that note, that's it for now. Follow me on Twitter at Don'tWalkRun. Be sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. If there is a next time.